Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate, the original Saga. When we last left off, we were doing stuff. We cleared out some ankheads in the area to the north of the friendly army inn.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And we got...
It is done.
In doing so, we had to clear out a nest. Unfortunately, it meant that to rescue someone's son, who turned out he was already dead. But we managed to give him the body and we gave him some money because we're nice, lawful, and yeah. So basically, he can at least hire someone to do the farm for him until he passes it on or decides what he's doing with it. I mean, giving him 100 gold when you've got like 7 grand isn't an issue. Well, I think we had 5 grand at that point, but that's still not the point. We also got the quest for some fishermen to kill. Strong Arm, a priestess of Umberly, out of the area. Keeps threatening him, but that was not on the map that we were on. And of course, we've got our anchor shell. So,
it is done.
I'm an idiot. So we're going to go to Berigost because that's what we do.
It is done.
Now, pretty much everything we can sell goes to the Feldy Post Inn. But we want to take the Ankeg shell. To the Thunderhammer Smithy. While we're doing that, we're going to check something. We got, what's that? Armor class 1 for the Ankeg plate mail. Or armor class 2 for the plate mail plus 1. So we know which of those is better then.
For the group. It is done.
So we're going to head to the smithy and see them. I'm tempted if we get some spare cash to come back for that dagger of venom. I'm sure it can come in handy against spellcasters. But since we don't tend to rush in with Imoen, it don't really matter.
Indeed.
Okay. Interesting piece of material you get there, Ankeg if I'm not mistaken. Been a while since I've seen the like of it, but if I remember correctly it makes a fine set of armour. If properly treated, it's comparable to full plate with half the weight. If you're willing to part with your shells, I'll give you 500 gold for the lot of them. No more can I offer with business as slow it is. Iron shortage is hurting us all. I'm not interested in selling it just now, though it would be to you if I do. A shame it is. It would have been quite a bit It could bring quite a bit once it's finished. How about this? For 4,000 gold, I'll make it into plate for you instead. It's half my normal rate for working on an exotic, but as I mentioned, business is slow. A fair price for the workmanship of Terron Thunderhammer. 4,000 gold it is. Good on you. Now, it will take me a while to finish, but you will soon have the finest armour in Beregost, if not the entire Sword Coast. Come back in a 10-day, and I'll have it ready for you. Yes, a 10-day. So, journal. Terron is making a suit of plate out of anchor shell. Will be ready within a 10-day. Which is basically a week. So if we look at the date now, it's day 155. If we come back at day 165, it should be ready. Which should give us more than enough time to finish exploring before we get to Baldur's Gate. By my reckoning, anyway. And it makes sense because it's better than Plate Mail Plus 1. It's lighter than Plate Mail Plus 1. Who is short? Who decided to get stuck somewhere? You did. Okay. Come on then.
It is done.
What do you have to offer? Let's sell these bandit scalps. We might as well sell them to you because no one else is having them. Right now. And then we will rest. Just rent room. And because I'm fed up with getting copyright strikes, we will do our good breeze out here because, you know, good breeze.
Indeed.
So, if I ever get round to replaying this, or because probably what I will do is replay the enhanced edition, which has expanded content. I'll let people choose what sort of character I play. I mean, I do like playing a fighter, but all the classes have their strengths and weaknesses, and it can be fun to come up with party combinations in Baldur's Gate, but out of the NPCs. And plus, I'm probably less likely to be tied to canon, as it were. So.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Really? Must we?
Oh, I'm really not in this. I'll do my best.
Forgot to pick up some throwing axes, but never mind.
Full plate and packing steel.
Certainly.
Go for the eyes, fool! Go for the eyes!
If none are better.
you going?
Oh,
And it's not often that we get an encounter through there, so... But still, half the fun. See, it's not... That wasn't particularly brutal.
Certainly.
I'm just glad I don't have to go to the Cloakwood anymore. So we're not likely to have to deal with any more wyverns.
It is done.
Never mind. Basically, 20 throwing axes, another 10 to carry around. If we look at full plate, armor class 1. But the difference between full plate and Ankeg is Ankeg is lighter, but it counts as magical armor. So full plates, which isn't magical armor, you can have rings of protection. So of which we have a couple.
Indeed.
I mean, this Baldur's Gate is a good game.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
All of the Infinity Engine games are quite good. And more importantly, they learn where the weaknesses were and how to improve them. In Baldur's Gate 2, they increased the ammunition amounts to 40 as opposed to 20, so you've got a lot more arrows that you could have. You can pause and manipulate your inventory, but not change armor, because people didn't tend to do that anyway. Some people did, don't get me wrong. You can, the Baldur's Gate versus Baldur's Gate 2 discussions can be quite interesting. Because it's like, for example, with Minsk, you could give him some leather armor, put him in, and then so he could be used to scout, and then when combat happens, if you had it ready and you knew what you were doing, you could easily go into your inventory and switch into plate mail before combat. can't do that in Baldur's Gate because you can't change armour while in combat. So some people
You must
complain
gather
that
your
it
party before venturing forth.
kind of depreciate the utility of, like say,
It is done.
of rangers and fighter thieves and stuff like that who got benefits depending on what armour they were using. Bard is another one. I mean, you could cast spells and then put on a suit of chainmail. So, not saying that I tend to do. More berries, because you know. It's almost like we're working for Ribena.
It is done.
Got so many berries. Was about to save it. Go, hang on a minute. But no, we're not even close to an episode. Just because I've gone back to here and... Ah, what am I like, eh? No, we're going down here. Because we're heading northwards. So we've been to that one. We're going to head northwards, which I believe takes us to the bridge. And then I think there's possibly another one to the north before we actually enter Baldur's Gate. I think. Looks like there might be. Plus we've got Olga's Beard up there, so... But I don't intend to go to Olga's Beard just yet. Quite a bit of high level content in Olga's Beard, and... having access to Baldur's Gate is probably... and doing Baldur's Gate first is probably better. In my opinion. So we got you. Then we need to head up here.
Certainly.
Probably encountering eggheads on the way.
Go for the eyes, fool! Go for the eyes! Rask!
For the foe!
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Okay, let's check for...
Ryan would be proud of your actions.
Let's check for loot. So they're not actually worth anything. Carry on, see if there's any more. I mean, this is a good place to farm, but we're not actually needing to farm at the moment. Who's seen it? You. You're over there.
To battle!
Simply because, having explored all the other areas, and put it bluntly, the cap for Baldur's Gate before Tales of the Sword Coast was 89,000 experience.
To battle!
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
And most of our characters, or most of our party are already near that. They doubled the experience with Tales of the Sword Coast, simply because it allows you to get another level. If not, yeah, usually because at this point in AD&D, experience was mostly exponential, as you can see by the experience levels. Say mostly, because at some points it did, the advancement rate did sort of tail off to a case of every 100,000 experience or so, something like that. It wasn't until 3rd edition when basically all classes and all characters started using the same experience, which was great for multi-classing, because you could tailor what classes you want and build your character, as opposed to just, you know, I'm a fighter thief, that's it, that's all I'm going to learn ever. And I think that's probably why 3.x and Pathfinder is still possibly my favourite version of D&D. There we go, the bridge. Simply because it's the best that had been done. Now, where are we? We are here. Can we explore?
It is done.
The bridge. Follow the road. This is the bridge. AKA Worms Crossing, as it's called. See, Worms Crossing. Seems pretty empty, but as the de facto entrance to Baldur's Gates, I mean, it's pretty epic. Look at that, look.
I serve the flaming fist!
The entrance tax is 6 gold pieces for each party of travellers. Please announce your point of origin. Okay. We are the mystical land of frolicking naked glimpse, where your every desire is granted by bold blubber and bugbears. No, we are from Candlekeep. You'll have to wait here. My commander wishes to have a word with you.
Citizens, please step forward.
Yes. This is Scar. First off, let me introduce myself. I am Scar, second in command of the Flaming Fist. Though it is not necessary for you to reveal your names, please answer me this. Are you the group that was involved in the fiasco at the Nashkel mines? Yes, that was us. Well, I'll have to say, you've made quite the commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. Can't really put my finger on a single source, but there have been many strange happenings going on within the city. It's been getting harder and harder for me to put trust in anyone. I need outsiders to do some investigations. people with no connections to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? If it pays well, sure. Alright then. What I'm about to tell you must be held in the strictest confidence, do you understand? I need you to begin an investigation of the Seven Sons trading cluster. The Seven Sons leadership has been acting strangely of late. They've been selling off valuable assets and neglecting many of their more profitable trading ventures. Considering the importance that the trading cluster holds over the economy of the city, the Grand Dukes are noticeably upset. I've gone to talk to the cluster's head, Yasso. He rudely rebuffed me, telling me to mind my own business. I've known Yasso for many years, and this isn't his usual behaviour. I can't start up an official investigation as there's no real reason for doing so. That's why I need you. Okay. We're ready to go for it, but there's something you need to know first. We think that the Iron Throne may be behind the recent events along the coast. At the mines in Nashkel and Cloakwood, we've learned much about the goals and methods of the Iron Throne, and it doesn't bode well for the future of this region. Well, that sheds new light on things. There's nothing I can really do about it now, but I'll make sure to look into it. I want you to break into the Seven Sons compound and find out what's wrong. Use stealth in your investigations. I don't want this operation to cause too much fuss. The most important person to watch out for is Yasso. Once you've found out as much as possible, report back to me at the Flaming Fist compound. I'll pay you 2,000 gold for this favour. The estate is located on the southwest side of town. I wish you all of the best of luck. Remember, once you're done at the Seven Sons estate, it's imperative that you meet me at the Flaming Fist barracks, which are west of the Seven Sons. And he disappears because that's what NPCs do. And yes, Scar has hired us to investigate the strange going on in the Seven Sons compound in the west section of the city. So, and that's the start of our adventures in Baldur's Gates. Because technically Worm's Crossing is part of Baldur's Gates. But, it's not that we're going there. We're just going to follow the road to the edge. This is the gate, I believe. Who's this? This is...
Walking
Well.
alone in the Coastway Road. How smart is this?
Ho there, fellow travellers. You look to be wanderers of the adventuring sort. Tell me, what direction calls you? I'm proceeding in a northerly direction this day. Ah, my loutish friends, that is my direction too. Fate has crossed our paths and we shall benefit by travelling together. It will be the classic pairing of you, the stalwart adventurers, and I, the intelligent one. How could you refuse? How could I refuse? Watch me. Taketh thou a hike? I should have guessed by your knuckle-dragging gait and minuscule nose. You're a complete and utter moron, aren't you? Actually, it kind of evil and we're full. So yes, that is Baldur's Gate. There's the edge of the hair. That's the entrance to Baldur's Gates. We can explore down here because we're actually exploring the bridge. We're gonna, like I said, we're heading north. First, we're not actually heading into the city. Now that we've seen where the road goes, we've got this side, we've got a bit of bank up there, and probably the bank on this side as well.
I don't like the way this group is turning out.
So we can't head south.
Better
from here.
leadership might help.
course, we can't head west from here either because we should be heading into the city. And we're currently outside its walls. So yeah. I think what I will do, depending, I mean, well, we'll see how the episode goes, but I think because of the river, we may actually get this done in one episode. But we'll see how it goes. Right, if we'd have tried coming here earlier, because we obviously could, we would have found out that Baldur's Gate has been closed off. We can go north there. We're not going to. Okay, so that's this side done. I mean, it's all basically just a bank, but that's pretty that's not surprising, really, is it?
I don't like the way this group is turning out. Better leadership might help.
Okay. Cease. Scar has hired us to investigate strange going-ons in the Seven Suns compound in the southwest section of the city. I have met a man named Quail near Baldur's Gate who requested he be allowed to join my party. It was the bum's rush I gave him as he seemed a touch too smarmy for my liking. And we're full, but yeah. One way you can play this is basically if you play it as a neutral character and every NPC, you just have them in the party for a little point, try and do their quests, as it were, once you know what they want to do. And basically try and keep the party as you go out. Is one way of doing it. Except we're going with the canonical party actually here. For Baldur's Gate, because when we play Baldur's Gate 2, which we will at some point, preferably importing the character over. Because that was half the fun. I mean, all that you really did when importing the character over was a level and the stats, like the abilities scores. Everything else. Ooh, hello. Is this the? This is Tenya. This might be the cleric we got to deal with. Okay.
To battle!
We can head north from here as well. Crossbow bolt and a dagger, that's unusual. Nestor's dagger. Okay. Nesta? Wasn't... That's a bolt. We want to use you to identify Nesta's dagger. Wasn't Nesta the... Brun's son? No, that was Nathan. So who's Nesta? We got Nesta, somebody's dagger. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But that would explain why the unique treasure, I guess. Okay, let's come down here. I haven't seen Nesta. At least I don't recall seeing Nesta anywhere. Yeah, so we're done. We're going to come back up here. Now, let's deal with you, I think. I don't recall seeing a Nesta. So we'll keep that. And Tenya does look like she's the cleric that we've got to deal with. So I think what I'm going to do actually is leave it here because we're at 40 minutes. And we will do that in the next episode and then head back because we've got to deal with the fishermen, and so we'll make this 2 episodes anyway for this area. Okay, so this has been Vane doing Let's Play Baldur's Gate. I hope you like what you see in here. If you do, please subscribe, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll put the teeth in properly. And please consider sponsoring me on Patreon so I can afford some decent teeth, apparently. And until next time, goodbye.